The Time Machine. Chapter 1. The Inventor. Time traveler and his guests, a man named Philby, the psychologist, a very young man, the medical man, and the provincial mayor, are discussing with the narrator about fourth dimension. The setting is a well-appointed suburban English house of the late 19th century in the London suburb of Richmond. The time traveler explains that people can move around in time. For instance, people mentally travel through time by thinking back to a prior moment. If they can travel through space by going up in a balloon, for instance, why should they not someday be able to speed up or stop along the time dimension? The men are skeptical. The time traveler calmly replies that he has experimental verification. He shuffles off down a corridor to his laboratory, returning shortly with an unusual object. It is metallic, about the size of a small clock. Placing it on a small table, he pulls up a chair and sits down before it. He explains that it is just a model for a larger time machine. It has a saddle where a human being might sit and two levers. One, he explains, is for traveling into the future. The other reverses the motion. He asks the psychologist to trigger it. The object spins, fades, and in an eddy of faintly glittering brass and ivory, disappears. The medical man asks the time traveler if he seriously believes that the little machine has really traveled through time. The time traveler says he does. He asks if the men would like to see the larger machine. They do. So he leads them down the hall to his laboratory. There they see the full-size time machine with parts of nickel, parts of ivory, parts that had certainly been filed or sawn out of rock crystal. The time traveler announces, "I intend to explore time." Is that plain? I was never more serious in my life. The group doesn't know what to make of what they have seen and heard. A skeptical Philby winks at the narrator.